Today we're going to go ahead and do some corn shelling the old-fashioned way. Corn that's in the wagon, some of last year's stuff, and unfortunately the stalks were real brittle last year, and so the picker didn't do a very good job of shucking it off. So anything I want to run through the sheller, I really have to clean the shucks off, which is why you see a pile of shucks there on the side and here on the ground. And there's some clean stuff that I've already prepared to go through. The sheller I'm going to be using is an old International one-hole sheller, hand crank. When I got it, this had been used as a lawn ornament. Sometime in its life it had been repainted the wrong colors. I have not gotten around to restoring this yet, but I did make it operational so that I could use it for this kind of thing. Out here you see that big flywheel, that's what keeps it all going. And you see a belt that goes down to a small pulley. That's the fan down at the bottom to blow out any dust that we shake loose while we're shelling our corn out. Notice that the belt has to make a twist there so that it goes the correct direction when you're using it. In the front you see the hole the cobs will come out, and down beneath it is an exhaust port for that fan, and you'll see both holes having dust and holes blown out. Right there's a pile of cobs that's already been shelled out. On this side we've got the crank, and another shot of the fan down below. The corn comes out the bottom, and we're just going to stick a plastic bucket underneath it to catch it. You could just let it fall on the ground and shovel it up, but I find a bucket to be more convenient. Up top we have basically amounts to a hopper that we will set ear corn down into to feed into the hole. Down in the hole, a little hard to see, but you see the big spikes on the left on that gear are what drive the cob through, and on the right you see a plate with a bunch of spikes on it, knobby spikes, and they are what do most of the shelling. The little pointed metal piece hanging down from the top is what keeps pressure on the whole thing. When you drop the ear corn down, it'll go down the hole like this, and when you turn the crank, if you watch closely, that ear will spin. And you can see the spikes and that gear working to shell that corn right off that thing. And then it drops down below and eventually comes out the front. So let's load up some corn and we will run it for a while and shell out what I've already prepared. Alright, now let's get started. And there you have it, running through one hopper full of ear corn to be shelled out. And you can see our final product right down in there. That whole hopper yielded probably 1.5 gallons worth of corn. Not too bad. Doing a pretty clean job, not leaving very much left on the cob. 1 or 2 kernels is kind of normal for these machines. Doesn't amount to a whole lot. Here's another shot of that spiked plate on the inside. That also works to eject the ears out. Here you can kind of see the slots that go through to the bottom where the kernels fall out. And that is pretty much it. Shelling corn the old-fashioned way.